Tonight we want to do a review on the 7K and 7-day system. Is it legit or is it a scam? Hey everyone, this is James Nussbaumer and I'm the author of The Master of Everything. It's a wonderful series of books on how to make a better life, and I discuss a lot of spiritual metaphysical principles and break them down, but that's not what this session is about. And I just wanted to state that for you, for those of you that don't know me. But let's get back to the review that I'm going to do for my readers and followers on the 7K in 7 days income earning system. You know, is it possible to earn, like the ad says, $7,000, 7K in 7 days? Or is this just one of those promised son but, you know, never delivered deals? Well, I feel that I must review a system, first of all, before I refer any one of my readers and followers that, you know, pertains to self-growth and personal transformation. And I think you will like the idea that I'm really looking out for you. Because, hey, man, you know what I really mean is, you know, if I run into you at a bookstore somewhere and I'm doing a book signing, say at a Barnes and Noble or somewhere in your community, or you show up at a conference that I'm speaking at and we end up talking out in the hallways and you've seen one of my videos, you know, I want you to have complimentary gestures and things to say about me. And so I'm going to be up and up on you with this, but I also have to keep in mind of my own, you know, way of thinking about money, because we all need money to live the life that we want, you know. So listen along and let's see if this is really going to be what you're looking for. Now, I'm going to share my screen with you, so bear with me here for a second as I do some technical deals here. I want to bring something up on my screen right now for you to look at. There we go. I believe I have it. Now, this is actually the cover of this YouTube video that we're going to use this for, but here is life is only as good as your mindset that I'm circling here. And here is the system. And this is, you know, the educational mindset in us, where we all want to learn and be all that we can be and do the things that we want to do in life. And yes, everything that we need in this world to advance our careers and you know, our personal goals and, you know, all the things we want to do, it takes money. And so that's why I'm giving this system a thumbs up. And I mean a really good thumbs up, and I'm going to tell you why. But it may not be for you, so please listen for the ins and outs of this. There's always pros and cons to everything, but I'm glad that you're probably listening to this video and watching me with, you know, about this product legitimacy in this review, in it, that there's no special promises to offer you. But so I'm just hoping that you'll just try to, you know, think about the product and how it may help you. But, you know, give yourself nothing but the truth about how you think everything works and why it is that it's intriguing you about 7K in 7 days. You know, of course, that's a marketing angle, but everything is marketing. But there is real legitimacy here. And if it was scam, I would be the first one. First of all, I wouldn't even be making this video. And if I was making this video, I would flat out say that it was not right for you. But I'm not saying that, but it's right for me. So if you're like me, I want you to continue to listen. Why? I'm sure that you want to make that much money in a month's time, like 7K. You know, maybe a week's time would be great, like the headline promises. But because let's face it, like I said, we all need money to live the life that we want, so we can be productive in the world and help others. Now, if you're thinking about what I just said and helping others, then you're in tune with this review. You know, let me tell you more about the author. Is Ali Chaudhry. He's a British man, and the price of the system starts at $47. And there are upgrades if you feel it necessary. Now, a lot of naysayers may call the upgrades, they may call them upsales. No, I would rather call them upgrades. And here's why. Yes, the system starts at $47, which I purchased myself. So I say upgrades because if you are really, really serious and want to run and take off to the sky with a system like this and make it work for you, then you will want to invest the extra needed in the upgrades. That's what the upgrades are for. But on the other hand, if you're just for now looking and checking things out and not sure how far that you want to go, but really, you do want to perhaps maybe learn new things, so it might be worth the $47 to get in on the initial ground floor and just see and maybe study and wait and wait around for a while. And if time goes by and you feel it's not for you, then you can say, well, I spent the $47 and I found out it wasn't happy with, but I learned a heck of a lot. So for that, I'm satisfied for the $47. That is what that is all about. So I want you to keep that in mind as you think about that. Now, so that's what you need to concern yourself about, the upgrades. Now, when you get into the system, what I found is that you would not be hounded and sold like a used car salesman, the old way, the speaking, no offense there to any used car salesman listening, but I think you understand that's just a metaphor. But so first of all, let me say that I'm sure there's a lump in your throat that got you figuring that this was your chance to get out of that dog world and get on to maybe being an internet entrepreneur, or doing what you want to do. But please listen to the end of this, what I'm going to say, because I'm going to be honest with you and I want you to be honest with yourself. Let me talk about the product description. From a buyer's point of view, especially when searching to be an internet income earner, like you must be wanting to be, of course you can relate to what Ali talks about, the author of the system, what he talks about on his site that, is just about life in general and the kind of the things that I had just stated to you. But, to make that much money without a product and an email or paid advertisement, doesn't that give us a big question mark? And that's what he promises in the system. You don't really need a product or an email list or paid advertising and all that expense. No, you don't. But I like this idea, and although that it might sound really simple, creating your own product or hosting webinars, is a lot of fun. For me, it is, but it's not for everyone. I like the idea of holding webinars, and I like the idea of connecting with others. But if you've watched the whole introduction video, and that's maybe what sent you here, you obviously got a conversation about how much money is being spent online and how you're struggling to make money yourself. Let's face it, people are buying things all the time on the internet because that is the way the world is now. I mean, we go to Amazon, we go to eBay, we go to any places on and on and on where we can buy the things that we want instead of running out to the rush in the traffic at the local shopping malls and the Walmarts and such. But if it then gets more into, but what you have to keep in mind, it gets more into creating your own product and having other affiliates, if you want to, make money for you, which is probably most people's goal if you're watching this now. But if that's not your goal, and that's good too, because it becomes about people helping people. So if you want to have affiliates working for you, you're helping others to make money. But if you don't want to have people and you want to be solo and just promote your own product, whatever that might be, maybe it's just something about your own passion, whether it's knitting little booties for little babies or whatever it might be, that's okay, because you can make a profit by using this system. And that's what I love about it. Selling other people's products or creating your own. Now for me, I'm an author. that I explained of spiritual and metaphysical books. I use this system. It's taught me loads, leaps and bounds of how to market on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube as I'm talking to you now. So I can do some marketing when I'm not running out there to bookstores and traveling all over and signing books and speaking at conferences, and I can speak to you on the internet like this. So these kind of things I'm learning, and these are the kind of things you'll learn in the initial $47 stage. So that's why I call the upgrades if you want to go from there. So keep in mind, now the 7K, the $7,000 in 7 days has an easy to understand 37-page PDF file, which is an ebook that explains the two different ways of earning internet income. So what is 7K in 7 days? Question mark. I mean, what does that really mean? Well, the reason it's titled that way is because it's your blueprint to making $7,000 in 7 days. And if you learn that blueprint like the back of your hand and you just follow it, and the system, I went through all the steps of all the stages of the system, and it is awesome, awesome, awesome training. But there are many secrets to doing stuff like this, but it is usually done by a master or a guru or a much more experienced marketer like Ali, the promoter and the author and developer of the system himself. But, you know, that's what the system teaches. But the method in generating $7,000 in 7 days is really what we all want to know. How does that happen? Well, how do you make 7K in 7 days? You know, you know that there's a huge focus on creating your own product, and they even mention outsourcing to get this product created, whatever it is that you want to put onto the system, which is great because outsourcing is easy. There's so many avenues to get quality outsourcing of your product taken care of for you. You know, this is the type of thing that is shown to you. You know, this type of stuff is taught in many online communities too, as well, and can easily help you get the product out there. But in this system, you get a step-by-step, hold the hand, guide you through how to do it all. And you know, if this is for you or not for you, well, let me give you a little glimpse of the product a little further so you can decide. You know, so without costly paid-for traffic, can you make this work? Can you really make this work? Let me say that by growing your social media like Twitter and Facebook groups and posting the right type of content, yes, absolutely, surely you can sell your product that you learn to bring forth, whatever is your passion. It could be, like I said, if it's not selling hand-knitted booties, it could be talking about your favorite library book or whatever it is, and you'll get what I'm saying here in a second as I continue. But I'm sure most of you that have listened to me this far into the video already have a product that you're thinking about in the back of your mind. But yes, you can continue to build through email marketing as well, but you don't have to. No, you don't. And I will tell you that for me, though, email marketing, if you're on my email list, is a whole lot of fun. Because you build a list, it's kind of like a following, and it's just a lot of fun. And there's automation involved, and it's just loads of fun. But of course, there's a little more to the puzzle here, okay? But that is pretty much 7K, $7,000 in 7 days, all wrapped up, what I have just explained. And with the right attitude, the similar attitude that I have, going into this, you can make this system work for you. And like I had said, when you first get in, if you don't want to go with the upgrades, don't worry about it. If it sits on the shelf for a while you feel you need time to think about it, that's good too. Some people need time. Well, for me, I've always been, even when I first learned to dive into the water, as a young boy, I dove in. I never stuck my toe in the water. I'm not one. I always dive in, and and if something goes wrong, then I learn from my mistakes. But not everybody's that way, and that's the reason for the upgrades if you need them. So don't let them fear you. Don't let the naysayers talk about, oh, you're going to be upsold and nothing but upsells. And those are just other marketing terms to get you to follow their blog articles, to scare you. It's a fear tactic world out there, and I'm sure you know that by now. But this system is not a scam at all, and I will tell you that on my own name. It's not a scam, and it is very, very legitimate. But like any other business venture in life, you have to be devoted to the tasks at hand. But I don't know of any successful entrepreneur who has succeeded by taking zero action. Do you? It's actually quite easy, and the real key to unlocking your success is in your passion, telling your story, and helping others to excel. Well, I hope this made sense. And while I always like to say when I close, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please find more on the product itself in the link in the description area down below. And also, please feel free to check out my blog, which is also in the description area down below. My blog on everyday miracles, how to have a better life. For those of you that don't know me, hey, James Nussbaumer signing off. And before I do, let me always add, like I like to do, I hope you're thinking a lot about your own life and all the natural gifts that the world is just waiting for you to share. Share them. We want to see your gifts because they may help us. Thank you, and God bless.